Good afternoon. My name is Caitlin Mann, and I'm a senior at Hathaway Brown. Today at this City Club of Cleveland Youth Forum, we are listening to Joan Southgate, community activist and author. We will return to our distinguished speaker in just a few moments, but first we encourage you to formulate questions for our speaker now while we break for a few announcements. We welcome you to this City Club Youth Forum, part of the traditional City Club, which began in 1912. It is the oldest continuous running free speech forum in the country. Today, City Club Youth Forum is made possible through grants from the Bruning Foundation, the Martha Holding Jennings Foundation, the Monte Ahuja Foundation, St. Luke's Foundation, the Stalker Foundation, the Thomas White Foundation, and the John P. Murphy Foundation. We would like to thank our funders for their generous support. The City Club Youth Forum is a series planned by the Council of Students from several area high schools. I would like to thank the members of the council whose names are in the program. Also, please note that there are yellow surveys and pencils on your tables. Please begin filling these out and we will collect them when you leave. Now we would like to return to our speaker for our traditional questions and answers. We have provided your questions to our moderator who will randomly select questions to the panel. To ask a question, and it must be a question, please raise your hand. As a courtesy, please stand, state your name and school, and hold your applause till the end of the program. Our microphone holders are Madison Seaman from Midview High School and Elizabeth Fizikis, also from Midview High School. First question, please.
Hi, I'm Rachel Brown from Western Reserve Academy, and my question is, what is your opinion of the idea of reparations being made for slavery?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Okay, what is your opinion on the idea of reparations being made for slavery?
Reparations. That's an opinion that I think has gone back and forth for me. I've been part of workshops that spoke to reparations, and I certainly have felt that a lot was given up. I'm not sure. What stops me is that I don't know how we would come to a fair balance. How do you structure reparations? And I know that it took, a much shorter time to come back to some kind of payment to the Japanese who were housed in terrible conditions, their lives disrupted during World War II. So someone that's been working on that issue and is smarter than I am maybe has the answer of how to come to reparations. Could money be spent on schools? We know what our inner city schools are like. We know what our public schools, for the most part, are like, and what they're lacking. Maybe if millions were spent specifically on that, that would be a way to start. I'm not sure.
My name is Keziah Reynolds. I'm from John Hay High School, and I wanted to know, are you gonna, after you walk on May 30th, are you gonna stop there? Or are you gonna keep doing stuff for the community and walking still, or what are your plans after that?
That's a good question. On that particular day, the reason that I hope you all show up is not just to keep me company, because we're going to have a wonderful program. Because what's most important to me is this concept of the beloved community. So I live in Glenville, so it's really important to bring all of these people who maybe have not been down East 105th recently, or any time to bring all kinds of people down that way and back to the house. And then there's a program where we'll have music by the Hugh people and by Deborah Van Cleve, who's a social activist and folk singer. We'll have speakers, and we'll have Native American drummers and African drummers leading that parade. And that is just to talk. Then we'll talk about the programs that are going into the house. There will be many of the programs that we've already done all along this in their path time, programs that have been workshops and, okay, I'm answering too long. Anyway, yes, all of the programs that will take into the house as part of what we do in this Underground Railroad Resource and Education Center.
Hi, my name is Ronika Jones, and I go to the Cleveland School of Arts. And I would like to know what really motivated you to keep going every day, walking.
Yeah. When I began to walk as an old community organizer, I took out my tempera paints and made a huge banner that I put up that circles my dining room. And it became my mantra. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be joyful. When I captured that phrase, love is a community creating force, I'm there. I really know that the spirit of those people of the Underground Railroad, the spirit of the 1960s revolution, and what's happening now, today. I'm 80, and I am here to witness this amazing, brilliant, loving man who has become our president. And he's black. Who knew I would still be around when that happened? I knew it would happen. I didn't know it would happen in my lifetime. The audacity of hope. Hope is what keeps me going. Hope is what kept them going. When I was in Oberlin, I was talking to little kids, 7, 8 years old, and I was asking them to imagine being a freedom seeker. What would they do? What would they take with them if their father said, we've got to leave? And so they had to decide what to pack, and they, water, blankets, food, all the things. And then this one little girl, 7-year-old Helen, small, brilliant, blonde, and sure, said they would have to take their hope. That almost knocked me down. She's 7. People and all the other kids were naming real, tangible, tactile things. And Helen said they would have to take their hope. How did she know at 7? Yeah, it's easy because of all the wonderful people that I met. Every house I stayed in all along that 519 miles were strangers. They didn't know me. I didn't know them. And that's the one piece of all the glory of that whole war. That one piece felt maybe this is what the freedom seekers experience. People welcoming them because they wanted to, because they chose to. Yeah.